What's going on, guys? Sorry I haven't been uploading. I've just been busy with work and a lot of stuff like that. So today we're going to be talking about what I think could be the Bulls' biggest move in the last 5 or so years. And it's something that's going to happen this offseason, I hope, and it pertains to the point guard position. So over the last few years since we traded Derrick Rose, we haven't really been able to get a good enough point guard to sort of warrant a potential. You know, we got right now we've got Chris Dunn. Okay, his first year with the Bulls was actually a very solid year. He showed a lot of improvements, especially from his rookie year with the Timberwolves. I was actually a huge fan of him. I was a huge fan of his defense. His three-point shot wasn't bad. Overall, he looked like a solid option at point guard for the Bulls. Then, of course, there was a report of his work ethic not being the best. According to the front office, they were trying to motivate him a little bit to maybe work a little harder. And I was like, no, there's no way. This guy is a workhorse. If you've seen him in the games, he looks amazing. But this year he took a major step back, in my opinion. He didn't show a lot of effort. He didn't show a lot of potential. He didn't really show any improvement. And that is a big deal in the NBA. Today we're going to be going over, I believe, 3 potentially great options for the Chicago Bulls at point guard. So, yeah. So, number 1. And this is something that they would have to facilitate a trade for, as we all probably know where I'm going with this. I am a huge fan of this guy, Lonzo Ball of the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, this guy is a very interesting prospect, okay? Well, when he was going into the league, he was hyped up by every single person in the world. A lot of that was by fault of his dad. His dad, obviously, being LeVar Ball. Everybody knows him. If you know basketball, you know the NBA, you know the Lakers, you know LeVar Ball. All right. Now, he hasn't been exactly what everybody has promised that he would be, but he's still very young. He's a great facilitator, great rebounder, a solid defender. And he's got a lot of length to him, and I think that's very important for the point guard position now. He would be such a great fit alongside Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen, Otto Porter, and Wendell Carter, because 1, he doesn't need the ball to be in his hands. 2, he can get the ball to whoever's open, the open man, and 3, again, he can facilitate the ball. Just watching him on the Lakers, I mean, he does a great job at that. I love a guard who can, especially a point guard, who can rebound and defend the way that he can. I mean, I really still feel like Lonzo Ball can be a special player for us. And then number 2, we're gonna go with, let's go with blue. Number 2 is gonna be Patrick Beverly. Okay. So, recently there has been reports of a lot of Bulls fans trying to recruit Patrick Beverley and that it's been working. Now, whether or not that's true, I still think Patrick Beverley would be a great option here if we cannot get Lonzo Ball. He's a great defender. He can pass the ball. He's not the type of guard that needs the ball in his hands. He's a really gritty type of player. Obviously, he's from Chicago. I really think that you need a guy like Patrick Beverley on your team because he can get in people's heads. He's not afraid to get dirty, go for the ball, defend the best player on offense, whatever the case is. I love him. I love Patrick Beverley. He obviously would be another great addition to the Bulls. He could teach the young players how to really play defense, which is something we lack mightily in. I really think that the Bulls should consider getting him in point or at the point guard position if we're not able to facilitate any sort of trade to get Lonzo or Mike Conley. Mike Conley's not going to be on this list strictly because I don't think he's a real option. I think there are other teams that are better suited to get him. I don't know. I just don't think the Bulls can get him. I would love for the Bulls to get Mike Conley because he's a great veteran presence. He's still really, really good. He's only like 31, and I think he would be a good addition, but he's not going to be on this list strictly because I don't think it's realistic. Let's see. And then number 3, this is going to be out of the draft. And this is going to be Kobe White. Now, a lot of people have been talking about Kobe White, saying that he might not be there at the number 7th pick, and the Bulls should just trade this pick and try to get Lonzo Ball. But if that doesn't happen, I think Kobe White would be a great option here at 7th. If Darius Garland isn't there, take Kobe White. He's a solid shooter. He's a fast point guard. Who knows? He could probably learn how to sort of, get less, just get less turnovers, sort of handle the ball better. Because according to Tinkathon, that is one of his strengths is turnovers, PER, stuff like that. And those are huge deals in the NBA, but I really think he could potentially be a type of player that can really help run this Bulls offense very well and do a great job for us. He's very, very young. So I would say this would be a great third option if we're not able to get Lonzo or Patrick Beverley. Now, we're going to be talking about what I think the Bulls should do to get Lonzo, or what they could do. Okay, so this is going to be the Bulls, the Lakers, and recently there's been reports of David Griffin on the Pelicans trying to retain Anthony Davis, and I do not blame him whatsoever, but I really hope that doesn't happen just because I'm a Bulls fan. I want the Bulls to get Lonzo. Please. So, in this case, the Bulls will be getting Lonzo Ball. Yeah. The Lakers would be getting Anthony Davis. And this is where it gets interesting. Obviously, we see these teams only got one piece here. I don't think the Bulls in any way could get Josh Hart unless they give up something of equal value. And to be honest, I mean, Chris Dunn and Denzel Valentine just aren't really equal value in this situation. We still might have to give up like Denzel Valentine or something, or in our 7th pick, but here's what we'll do. So, obviously the Bulls give up that 7th pick, and Chris Dunn, not that he has insane trade value, I just think we got to at least throw him in there, because we're not just going to be able to get Lonzo Ball for nothing. This is a young kid that they have invested a lot in, and they hyped him up a lot to be the next, to be better than Magic Johnson. He even said so himself. He said, "Don't break my records," but we'll see how that goes. Okay, who else will they be getting? They'll be getting Kyle Kuzma, the 4th pick. Can't write today, apparently. And then getting Brandon Ingram. Now, whether or not this is enough for the Pelicans, we'll see. This is a very good deal for them as they've got so many young prospects here. Not to mention they've got the 4th and 7th picks. So that's obviously a very good deal. Not to mention we'd get Lonzo Ball, so the Lakers would be giving up the most here to get a guy who they don't even know is going to re-sign there or not. Do I think this is the most logical thing for the Lakers to do? No, but this is the Lakers. They don't seem to do many logical things. I don't know. I think this would be a great thing for everybody involved. Anthony Davis gets his wish, gets to be traded, gets to play with LeBron James. LeBron's happy. Their superstar, their megastar that they just signed last year. And hopefully this would sort of end, all the Lakers drama. They finally get Anthony Davis. But they do have to get rid of Kuzma, the 4th pick, Brandon Ingram, and Lonzo Ball. This is one of the most expensive rentals of all time, in my opinion. You're giving up your entire future for one guy, and you don't even know if he's going to stay. Obviously, yeah, he's going to be happy to play with LeBron and stuff like that, but this is still the offseason for them. We don't know how the regular season is going to go. We don't know if Anthony Davis is going to want to stay. And that's the scariest part for all that. But if the Bulls can somehow make this happen, in my opinion, this would be one of the best moves they've ever made. Because, Lonzo Ball still has a lot of potential. No matter what anybody says, he's very young. He averaged 10, 6, and 6. That's a great line for a point guard. Especially, that's the type of point guard you really want on your team. Like I said before, he can facilitate, he can play defense, he can rebound. He's a long point guard. He's got long limbs, he's tall. So, I think that he would be a great addition to this team, especially over Chris Dunn. Now, I'm forgetting to mention one of the most underrated pieces to this team. In my opinion, he is one of the hardest working guys. You can really tell he loves to play. He's got a lot of passion for the game. And I really, really think the Bulls should keep this guy because, my God, he is a workhorse. If there's ever a guy that I've seen put as much enthusiasm, as much energy and passion into the game as Joakim Noah, it is my guy, Ryan Arcidiacono. Got to give a quick shout out to him real quick. Watching him play was one of the most fun things I've seen in a while. He just puts so much energy out there. He dives for balls. He plays with passion. And this guy he's not afraid to dive into the stands just to get a loose ball going out of bounds. I really think this type of guy puts a lot of energy and a lot of passion and a lot of hope into not only the game, but his entire team. The coaches, the fans. He is so much fun to watch. Not only that, but he is great for the team. Absolutely great for the team. Had to give a quick shout out to Ryan Arcidiacono. I feel like not a lot of people talk about him. Yeah, if you're a Bulls fan, if he makes a crazy diving play and stuff like that, you'll see a couple people say something about it. But I really think he is a great piece to this team, a crucial piece to this team. I remember when they first signed him from the Spurs G League, I was like, who the heck is this guy? I have no idea who Ryan Arcidiacono is. And, I had no idea who he was. Now, I was like, oh man, we're really rebuilding for signing a guy like this. He has proven so much. And I really think he's got a good 3-point percentage. He's good on defense. He plays with energy. This guy is a baby Kirk, a baby Joakim Noah, a baby Dennis Rodman, if you will. He's not as great as them, but you know what? I think he is a crucial piece to this team. I'm just going to say it. One of the most underrated players on this team. He improved so much this year. I really, really think this guy should just stay on the team. You don't need to get rid of him. Even if you get Lonzo, even if you get a backup point guard, you need Ryan Arcidiacono. You need a guy like him. I just had to say, because nobody really talks about him too much. Terrible transition here. My last outro was terrible, so I had to record a new one. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and share this video. It really helped me out a lot. And have a great day, guys.